The 8254 programmable interval timer IC operates in 6 different operating modes. Let us see each of them one by one, but first of all let's see the names. Mode 0 is called as interrupt on terminal count. Mode 1 is called as hardware retriggerable one shot, or it is also called as programmable mono shot. Mode 2 is a rate generator. Mode 3 is a square wave mode. Mode 4 is a software triggered stroke, and mode 5 is a hardware triggered stroke. So these are 6 different modes. We will have a look at it one by one. So first of all, let us see mode 0, which is called as interrupt on terminal count. So in this mode, what we are doing is, first of all, we have to program a particular counter which we want to use using the control word register, and then we have to put a value of count and then it will start working. For example, let us see, we have uploaded the value of control word in the control word register and the count value LSB equals to 4. So when we are giving these particular values to the 8254, they are performing the write operation. That's why the write bar signal is low during this write operations. Then we have a clock signal, and in this interrupt on terminal count mode, for the entire duration the gate output remains high and the output of the counter remains low for the duration on which the count is going on. As soon as the count has reached its end value, that is 0, it will become high again. For example, here the count value is loaded on this clock cycle. A control word register value is loaded and then the count value is loaded. Once the count value is loaded, on the next falling edge of the clock, it will start counting. So here the value of 4 is been taken into the counter. 4, after one clock cycle it has become 3, after next clock cycle it has become 2, and then 1. Once it has reached its end value 1, then on the terminal count the out value will become high, which was earlier 0. Now on reaching the terminal count it has become 1. So this high signal generated on the out pin can be considered as the interrupt and can be connected to the INTR pin of the 8086. So this is interrupt on terminal count. Now if we have given the count value as 3, after its next falling edge it will start counting, but the gate value should remain high for the entire duration. Now here once the count value is loaded, here it has started the counting 3, but when its count was going on and it was decrementing, in between the gate became low. The gate should remain high, but here it has become low. So if your gate input becomes low in between, the count value is kept as it is. It is retained as it is until and unless your gate input becomes high again. So now here when the gate input became high again, then this count 2 has started decrementing. After 2, in the next clock pulse it has become 1, and when it has reached its terminal count 1, the out value of the out on the output pin has become high. So what we can understand from this, in between if our gate input becomes low, the count value stops and it is retained until and unless our gate becomes high again, and from that it will resume its counting. Now this next example is, we have given some count value 3. In the next clock cycle it has started its counting. So it has started its counting because the gate input is high. So 3, 2, 1, it was about, see, before reaching the final count, when it has reached only 2, it has received some other count value 2. Now, as it has received some other count value, first of all, it has finished its own initial counting. So 3, 2 and 1, when it has reached its initial terminal count, instead of making its out value high, what it has done, it has taken its second count value, which was 2. So it has started using that counter value. So 2 and 1. When the terminal count of the second count value is also reached, then it has created the high on the out pin. That means before reaching the terminal count of first count value, if we get the another count in between, what does the 8254 do? It completes the count value of first counter, then the second one, and on reaching the terminal count from both the values, then it generates the high on the out pin. So this was all about the mode 0. Now, mode 1.